but we're also watching what's happening with your iPhone. Dan Howley joins us now with the latest on tech support and what's going to change about this thing right here. Right, Dan?
Yes, the iPhone is getting a huge update in iOS 14. I just want to show off my various Apple paraphernalia here to give you an idea of just what tech reviewers get to do. But the update for iOS 14 is going to fundamentally change your iPhone the way you've known it. So let's start off with the first major update, and that's to the home screen. Forever, it's just been a grid of your apps, but now Apple is adding something called an app library. Basically, it'll be at the very end of your current home screen setup, and it'll be a collection of folders that automatically curate your apps. So if you have a bunch of entertainment apps, you'll have an entertainment folder. If you have creative apps, creative folder, and so on. They'll also have suggested apps and your most frequent or your most recently downloaded apps, so that you're able to find these a lot easier. And on top of that, Apple's going to let you delete the 7 or 8 different home screens worth of apps that you might have now, so that it's just one home screen and then this app library. So it's going to make it a lot easier to navigate. On top of that, they're adding widgets, true widgets. Now, Android has had this for years. Apple has been slow to take this up, but now they're finally doing it. Basically, what it means is on your home screen, you'll have the weather, and it'll actually provide you weather information rather than having to tap into the weather app. So from your home screen, you can see the temperature, the forecast, the outlook, whether it's raining. I guess you could look outside for that, but hey, why not? You also have things like calendars, your music you can control from widgets. So it's going to be a big update and something that should be incredibly helpful for a lot of users. In addition to that, they're also changing the way you get phone calls on the iPhone. So instead of getting a phone call now and you have the app open and then the phone call screen taking up everything, you can't still use an app when you're trying to ignore a call. It'll just be a small update at the top of the screen. So you can continue to scroll through, do whatever you want to do while you ignore your phone call from your boss or, whoever else you may be avoiding at that time. But they're also adding picture-in-picture to the new iPhone, iOS 14. That's something that you'll be able to do. So you'll be able to watch videos and continue to work if you're doing your commute, which I don't know if you remember, we used to commute to work. You'll also be able to do that with picture-in-picture with FaceTime, which is going to be a big improvement. So when you exit out of FaceTime currently, you just see a blank screen. Now you'll be able to do that and continue to use your apps. Additionally, they're actually making Siri smarter and more useful. So right now, when you access Siri, it takes over the entire screen. You can't do anything, even if you're just asking whether or not Daniel Craig is single and how old he is. He is not single. And he is the perfect age for me. But you can see at the top of the screen, basically, that information. And then the entire app screen is still available for you to scroll through. Beyond that, they're also updating messages. Finally, you can now get group messages where you'll get alerts when people specifically mention you. So you don't have to scroll through, read a bunch of nonsense that has nothing to do with you. You can get right to what's important to you. And they'll have inline replies. So if you said something 5 messages previously, and you want to reply to that, or someone else wants to reply to that, they'll just be able to reply right in that line. It won't get all confusing. And finally, they're improving security and privacy. What's going to happen now is when you go into the App Store, you will see in the app description what kind of information that app will end up collecting. And if you see it and you don't like it, you don't have to download it. On top of that, they're going to let you change your location information. So a lot of apps track your location right now. You will be able to change that from exact location to approximate. So this way, they won't be able to see, what building you're in. They might be able to see what city you're in. So it's a lot of updates coming to iOS 14. Will fundamentally change your iPhone for the better. A lot of things that we wanted for a while and some that we didn't even know we wanted.
Hey, they found my wallet at the Apple store here in NYC up on Madison Avenue yesterday. They had me right there. It was simple. I don't need iOS 4. They got the 14. They got my wallet. I was so grateful. Dan Howley, thank you very much.
Hey, investors. Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.